Hello everyone, and now welcome to Game 2 in the series between Naniwa versus Lucifron. Game 2 taking place here on Belshir Vestige. I got to apologize for some reason. Well, I know exactly why the game's lagging a little bit. I cannot run the unit preloader for these particular replays because these replays are actually recorded and played on the older version, and every time I load up StarCraft 2 and try to play the replay, it has to close down StarCraft and reopen it. Hence, therefore, it is nowhere near. It clears out the buffer, I believe, and then causes a little bit of the problems here. Anyways, let's take a look at what's going down in Game 2 of this best of 3. Naniwa currently down behind 1-0 behind Lucifron as he spawns as the blue Protoss player on the top left. Meanwhile, Lucifron spawning as the red Terran player on the bottom right here on Belshir Vestige. You can see that the Zelnaga towers are here, and you can also see that the rocks are simply straight down the middle. Now, I am curious as to what Naniwa is going to be going for. Naniwa in Game 1 went for a very aggressive proxy Stargate with Void Rays. This is something that you often saw in, say, Wings of Liberty, but you really haven't seen it used all that much in Heart of the Swarm. I often wondered why, since Void Rays were very effective, maybe not against the Marines, but very effective against buildings and SCVs. Also, they weren't energy-based, so they could continue to attack for quite some time. We are looking at the probe now making its way up the ramp here. In just a moment, it will take a look around, and it will spot that the barracks is being built off to the side back over here. Meanwhile, Lucifron should be setting up another supply depot. No, he's going to be actually opening up with that Reaper opening, a very common opening now that in Heart of the Swarm, since Reapers do have that regenerative health, they are a much better scout, and it also allows Terran players to delay their supply depot since they're not cranking out nearly as many units. Reaper Expand has become much more prominent, much more valuable, which may be what we're seeing here from Lucifron. And what is this? Naniwa is actually scouting about, is he going to be placing a proxy pylon somewhere? Yes, he is. And he may try to repeat this process once more. All right. What's going to be happening, though? This may be the perfect scout out. Lucifron is going for a command center here, and Naniwa may have noticed his opponent doing exactly this. Now, we saw what happened in the previous game. The Reaper, if it's not able to get any true damage down onto the field by taking down some of these probes, it will give a significant advantage to Naniwa. You can see the Reaper now running inside here. The probe is trying to get away, and is it going to be able to do exactly that? This probe, one probe now down. These Reapers now backing off as the Stalker is finally out onto the field. Thus, Reaper significantly faster than that Stalker thanks to the upgrades in Heart of the Swarm. You can see it taking a little bit of damage there and healing it all back up as we are going into a proxy robotics facility. All right, proxy robotics facility. I'm not quite sure nearly what this is going to be. Normally, it is an Immortal Sentry push, and Immortals are generally slow units that cannot be warped in. Because of that, proxying the robotics facility gives you a little bit more tanky power, but it also takes down buildings very quickly as well. I believe the damage per second on was it 32 damage a second on a prismatic aligned void ray. Meanwhile, the damage per second on a robotics facility immortal is just slightly more than that, I believe, and it also has more hit points and also has very good range as well. So the only problem, it cannot spot up onto the high ground. We are going to be looking at a Zealot now making its way off over here. The Reaper, however, going to take a very roundabout way as this proxy pylon is about to warp in. All right, we see that the Reaper is looking around for that proxy pylon, spots the probe and goes, you know what, I'm going to take down the probe as well. And that means everything will be happening from this location right here. Oh, That Reaper could have a very bad day. One more shot. One more shot could have done it. No stutter stepping, no chase whatsoever, as the Reaper is now off over here. It knows what is up, and it knows that it needs to get a whole bunch of units. Lucifron cranking out Marines, and even more Marines, getting down bunkers, throwing down bunkers, and he looks so well fortified here. He is going to have 5 bunkers with Marines. And wow, this is going to really come down to Guardian Shield and upgrades. Level 1 weapons upgrades already done on the engineering bay. This just goes to show you how strong Lucifron is with these Marines. Any other player could easily just get walked over right here, right now. But no, Lucifron instead is just cranking out the units. And we are going to be watching the attack come in here momentarily. All right, there you see the attack come in. SCVs are on auto repair. You can see that hallucination up on the high ground. Beautifully done, using hallucinations to spot up onto the high ground as the Marines are now trying to shoot down one Immortal. All right, let's go. Trying to take down another one there. There is a Marauder in there as well. The Marauder needs to get inside that front bunker with that additional range. Could actually fire back while the supply depot is getting pressured. I don't know why Lucifron isn't doing that. That is a tragic mistake. There you go. Now able to fire back here. And this is going to be a problem. You can see now the hallucination still off over here as well. SCVs are trying to take it down. It looks like the Immortal, going to back off right there. Naniwa is still training up more units. He is getting in more Zealots. The attack should be coming in next. SCVs now come off the mineral line here. But are there enough units? Oh my goodness, the army size. 41 supply versus 16, and I do not believe Naniwa it can be stopped now. No, all the SCVs were too far away. Guardian Shield quickly thrown down. Not enough Marines out onto the field. Marauders finally coming in as well. The Immortals, those bunker busters, doing their job and doing their job admirably as they are taking down bunker after bunker after bunker. SCVs trying to repair. There's just not enough surface area for all of them to get to work. And if they do get all in position, the Stalkers and the Immortals, the Stalkers and Zealots and Sentries just simply ignore it. And that is going to be it. SCVs try to mineral walk their way through, try to get some damage onto the Stalkers. But SCVs are not the counter to Stalkers, no matter what bronze level people try to tell you. It's not going to work. Lucifron trying to salvage every bit of resources he can on the map. But it looks like this is going to be the GG. The Zealots, the Stalkers, the Sentries, and Immortals, just simply too much, taking down the front door. And there goes Game 2. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed Game 2. Please stay tuned for Game 3.